All right, no makeup today. I want to talk devices because this is one of the things I'm asked more than anything. What do you think of this device? Have you used this device? I'm not a huge fan of devices. I think a lot of them are gimmicks. A lot of them work. A lot of them do, I think, damage to the face. So I'm going to tell you today what has been tried and true in my life, and you can just take it for what it's worth. I'm not here to sell any of it. There's one really expensive item I'm going to talk about today. I'm not an affiliate. I don't have a link for you. A few things I have links, and you're welcome to go and, buy them through me, or just go to the site themselves and buy them at a bigger discount, quite honestly. That's what I would do. I'm glad you're here. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Michelle Spieler. I'm a 30-year professional makeup artist, and with makeup artistry comes really good skincare. We had to do really good skincare on our clients, so I know a thing or two about skincare, but I feel like in the last 4 years being on TikTok, I have really gotten a deep dive education into skincare just through following dermatologists, plastic surgeons, estheticians, even famous people who are just skin experts like Susan Yara, who has Mixed Beauty here on YouTube, and also Naturium Skincare. I really have learned so much from so many people, so I hope that I can help some of you in your quest to learn more about skincare. But today we're going to talk devices, okay? I'm also the creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass. It's a series of 23 videos on mature technique using all products, all budgets. You can always go check out that intro video, and I'll put the links in the description. All you have to do is click on today's title. A description box pops down. You'll see links, and you'll see definitely the link to my Mature Makeup Masterclass. Okay, I showed this and announced this Wednesday, but if you are not part of my Saint community, it's okay. I did a contour video Wednesday night, and I used Saint, but I also used Victoria Beckham. So it's a contour video that can go for anybody. You don't have to be a Saint customer or use Saint for that video to make sense. But I wanted to thank everyone here because everyone is responsible for this. I am not the Michelle show. I am not a one-person show, and I am not here for me, okay? I got my award, 100,000 subscribers, Mature Makeup Masterclass, but I'm also titling this the Look Good Close-Up Club. You guys did this. We're such a beautiful community. I love reading the comments. I love us. I do. I love us. And I wanted to say something else because I had another YouTuber email me. In fact, I just opened it today. She emailed me to tell me that she didn't want to tell me in comments because she's classy and sweet, but she's herself has been on YouTube here for, let me put this over here. She's been on YouTube for a little over a decade, and she says that when I take a drink of anything, it's really gross. So I'm trying to be quiet, but here's the thing. I think the reason you're all here is because I'm not like the other YouTubers. I want this to feel like you and I are just sitting down in your home or my home, or we're at a little cafe getting coffee or sitting down for a Diet Dr. Pepper. I just want this to feel like so casual and so one-on-one and so personal. So I'm not gonna do all the cutesy edits and all the sound effects, and I don't do that. I turn the camera on. I speak from my heart. I speak from 30 years of expertise, and y'all seem to like that. So I promise I will try to be careful about drinking on camera because I personally have someone in my family, not my immediate family, but in my larger family, who cannot sit at the dinner table with their family because they're so grossed out by swallowing sounds and eating sounds, and there's an actual name for it. Like, this person goes to therapy for it. There's an actual name for it, and I don't know what it's called. You might, maybe you'll tell me in comments. So I apologize if I've grossed anyone out. Even when I go back and upload my video, and kind of the only editing I do is I put titles of stuff just so you can write it down or remember it. But sometimes I'm even grossed out by my own swallowing and gulping, so I apologize. I forget how loud this camera is, or the audio, okay? All right, let's get to devices. And by the way, I do appreciate her reaching out. I thought that was, she did it in a kind way, but I'm not like the other YouTubers, and I don't even watch the other YouTubers. And the only YouTuber I watch is Lisa Eldridge, because she is a pro makeup artist, and I just love her. She's so lovely, and I always learn a fun new tip from her, and I highly respect her. But I film 6 days a week, so I do not have time to watch other YouTubers. So if other YouTubers don't drink or eat on camera, or they edit a certain way, I wouldn't know. I don't watch them. I don't have time. Okay, let's talk devices. We're gonna go right to the biggie one first. Many of you have known I have worn the Cure mask for 3 years. They sent this to me in 2021, and they asked me to do a post on it. Did they pay me? I think they might have. They sent this for free, number one. And then I think I can't remember if they paid me, they might not have, but they asked me to do a post, and I said, well, I mean, I need at least 8 weeks. And then every week, are you ready? Are you ready? I said, no, I need 8 weeks. Are you ready? No, I need 8 weeks. And I think we took 12 weeks. I think I did a 12-week before and after. Same position, same camera angle, no shenanigans. Not selling snake oil here. There was a noticeable difference. It was slight, but it was noticeable. My skin looked a little bit plumper. My lines looked a little less steep, and they use that. If you ever want to go to the Cure website, my before and after is on their website. I gave them permission to use it. And then I have been using this off and on for years. Sometimes I'm consistent and use it daily. Sometimes I don't do it for a whole month. And y'all will ask me, well, does it work? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just trusting the science. Everyone, if you type LED mask here at YouTube, you're gonna have so many videos, it's overwhelming. So I don't know. I'm trusting the science. I always say, I'll take anything I can get at this age, at 56, right? It's not going to lift sag. This is why I went in for a lower facelift, because nothing gets rid of sag but surgery, okay? And even my neck isn't as tight as it should be. He was maybe a little too conservative, but I'm not mad at the face. Like, he could have pulled me tighter. But it's soft. And we all agree? We wanted soft, we wanted conservative. Many of you have said, I'm so glad you didn't go too tight. Like, you're this type of surgery I would get. But when you don't go as tight in the beginning, I'm not gonna have the effects of surgery for as long. Like, a surgery is supposed to last 8 to 10 years. I'm not gonna have that. Mine might last a few years, and you're gonna start seeing sag again. So we have to do all we can. I'm still aging. It cracks me up in comments when someone says, yeah, but you had a facelift. But I'm still aging. I still have all the, let's get close up for a minute, because someone on TikTok today said, I never see your skin close up on YouTube. I'm like, really? I always show it. Okay, let's see. This is my big sunspot that I've had for years. Some days it's much lighter than others. I never know why. Some days it's light. Today it's kind of medium. Okay, and then I've got sunspots here. You know, I'm doing the Mandelic peels. I have another one. I want to do a live video here on YouTube so everyone can go along with me if they have a Mandelic peel and they want to do a peel. Here's my forehead. See? I have lines. I try not to move it. You know, I try to not move my forehead too much, but I do not have Botox. I do Botox right here. See these little, do you see these 3 lines? I call those marriage lines. Okay? But see, look. I can't really move this area because I have Botox right here. And then I like my crow's feet. I like my smiley eyes, but we do Botox right here, because otherwise I had tons of lines going this way, and they're like, nope, you want to stop that. So they Botox right here. So I still have crow's feet, look, but I don't have the crow's feet going up. They Botox here, here, and then the very top of my forehead. And the reason they just do the very top is the top of the forehead kind of lifts my brows. It almost gives me a little bit of a mini brow lift, but I can move my whole forehead. We don't do this, because anytime someone has said, oh, trust me, I can do this, and they do this, guess what it does? it gives me a heavy, mad brown. I look mad for 4 months, and then I'm so mad that I let them do that. Okay? Oh, and then we Botox right here, because remember, my lip pulls this way. And people would say, oh my gosh, you ruined your face in surgery. No, my lip has always pulled this way. Now, did I have a little bit of nerve damage after surgery? Yeah, everyone does. They literally dissect all those nerves to open up your face. So it takes time for all those nerves to reattach. They finally did. I went back to normal, but I still pull this way. So they Botox me right here to keep this muscle from pulling. And that's it. That's the only place I get Botox, okay? So we still need LED because it does go into the epidermis and it does those fibroblasts which promote collagen, okay? We know that from science. At our age, are we gonna see significant changes? I don't know. Some people say they see it, some people don't. I didn't see it till I saw the before and after, okay? But when I first started this mask, it was before I went on HRT. So we'll get to that in a second. But is this the compound effect? If we use this every day for years and years and years, is this gonna make a noticeable difference? Yeah, I think it probably will. I do, I'm trusting the experts, okay? So here's what happened. One of the reasons I stopped using this consistently is because I'd use it for, like, let's say every day for a week, and my sunspots would look darker. And I'm like, okay, it's gotta be the mask. I'm doing nothing different. You know, I use a super high SPF. You know, I always reapply. You know, I'm never in the sun anymore. Why are my sunspots getting darker? So I did my research for 2 years and I've asked questions. And you know what I've been told? No, this doesn't promote hyperpigmentation. No, it must be something else. It couldn't possibly be red LED light. And I'm like, okay, but I know my skin, and when I use this, they're getting darker. And so cut to this. So I get this mask. Now watch this. This mask is called the Artemis. Now, I bought this with my own money. Do not tell my family how much this cost, okay? It's so expensive. I bought this mask. It has more lights than any mask on the planet. There's over 700 lights in the mask, whereas I think this has under 200. This is 700. There's also a neck piece because I'm insecure about my neck. This and this, I got a $500 discount. This was $2,900. I bought it in like a vulnerable moment. I bought this, but I'll tell you why. Because we have red light, we have green light, we have blue light. There's green. You know what green does? Lightens sunspots over time. Green lightens pigmentation. We have blue, which is for acne, but that can actually deepen sunspots. I haven't used blue in a long time. We have yellow. Yellow, I think helps lighten skin. I don't know what purple does. That might be infrared. And then there's one called cyan blue, and then of course red. And then there's one called cyan blue or sky blue. It's a really, really light blue. That's the deep blue. That's the yellow. I don't know. You program it with an app, so I guess it's not working. Anyway, oh, here's the sky blue. That's the sky blue. Anyway, so the sky blue reduces redness and inflammation, which I've been using a lot because I accidentally burned my face with tretinoin, even though I said I'm done with tretinoin. Okay, I turned it off. So I've been using that for 2 weeks, and guess what? I started noticing my sunspots getting darker, and I'm like, no. And I was using the red light every day for 10 minutes, I reach out to this because I'm having buyer's remorse anyway, and then my sunspots are getting darker, and I'm like, no way, not for $2,900. So I reach out to this company and I said, I think my sunspots are getting darker. And what I've learned from Dr. I forget his name, he's here on YouTube. He's one guy we'll watch occasionally. He said, because I reached out and asked him, I don't know if I was talking to him or his team, but I reached out. And he said HRT can cause photosensitivity. and hormones can deepen your sunspots, even with red LED. He's like, for most part, no, it absolutely never, ever, ever deepens someone's pigmentation. But if you're light sensitive due to HRT, it could. I'm not saying it is, I'm saying it could. And I'm like, thank you. So then I reach out to Artemis and I said, I think my sunspots are getting darker. And you know what they said to me? They didn't gaslight me like everyone has for 2 years now. They said, oh, we're so sorry. Some people can be light sensitive to LED red light therapy, and it can cause darkening of sunspots, maybe due to hormones or medication, HRT. And so we'll issue you a return ticket, and we're so sorry. I was like, that's classy, because that's an expensive mask. I've done more research. I've decided to keep it. I'm only going to do 3 days a week of red light therapy, but every single day I'm doing the green light and the light blue, but for sure the green, because it reduces the hyperpigmentation, okay? I'll keep you posted on that. That's freaking expensive. But the reason I bought it is because it's made in Korea. No one in the US is doing green light right now because the FDA has not approved it. And so that's why I went with this mask. And also, I read tons and tons of reviews. Tons of dermatologists and med spas have this mask in-house for their customers. So it's not just at home. Med spas are using it too. So I'll keep you updated. But a couple days I've woken up and I'm like, wait, where's my sunspot? Where is it? Like, I couldn't see it, but then it comes back. So hormones, heat, skincare, hot shower, like, you know, heat can bring forth more pigmentation in the skin. Okay. Now, I want to tell you, I've done rollers and gua sha for years. I love a roller on my eyes in the morning because it just kind of like feels good. It depuffs, but also moves that lymph out of our eye area because, you know, we get puffy when we sleep. So I do love these. I will do this quickly, but just so you know, I've bought all the facial programs. I've done facial yoga here on YouTube. I follow this gal. I bought her program. I have her book. I've done it all, y'all. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm lazy. I'm so busy with all the skincare and the hair and the makeup and the TikTok and the Instagram and the YouTube. Like, I just don't have time every day for 10 minutes of face yoga. You know, I have all these type of tools. You name it, I've got it, right? You know, I love my ice globes by Nicole Caroline. I've tried it all. So, Zip, now they sent this to me probably in the last 6 months. I really like Zip. I really, really like it. And, you know, it comes with the gel, and then it has an amazing app. The app is what sold me on this. And by sold me, I didn't buy it. They sent this to me. But the app is so good. There's so many different programs. You only have 4 minutes, here's a 4 minute. You only have 6 minutes, here's a 6 minute. You just want to do gels today? Let's do gels. You just want to do eyes? Let's do a brow lift. It's phenomenal, this app, right? And I'm going to tell you, I love using this and it works. Now, it's like a gym. So the minute you stop using this, you're going to atrophy again. It's just like going to the gym. Like, I stopped going to the gym for 3 years and my whole backside looks like pizza dough that's just going, bleh. You know, like I look like melted wax on my backside. My backside is horrific because of all the sitting I've been doing. So I'm back in the gym. I go every day, at least 5 days a week. I'm doing some kind of strength training, okay? This is the same thing. When you stop using it, it's all gonna fall. This totally lifts and tones, but only for that day. But they claim over time, it has a cumulative effect, a compound effect, and it's going to lift. And that could be, I mean, you're definitely working the muscles just like a bicep curl, right? You're putting tension on the muscles over time. Yeah, that could build some muscle in your face and lift. I don't know. I'm just trusting the science, y'all. I'm just trusting the science. But this is one of those things where it's not going to break the bank, and it's something you can use for a long, long time, and it does lift. Especially if you have a special occasion, definitely do this in the morning. Plus, it gives a beautiful rosy glow. Okay, the next thing I love is Dermaflash. I've been using this. I bought this on QVC, not this one. I bought a blue one years ago and I gave it to my sister. I've been using Dermaflash for, I don't know, 6 years maybe. I bought it on a Mother's Day sale for myself as a Mother's Day gift on QVC. Probably broke it into 6 payments because it wasn't cheap. And I've been dermaplaning my face and I love it. I love it. It's easy. I love it. It's one of my favorite products. Now, if you're on a budget, this works great too. I love Hollywood Browser. I love it. This does beautiful, beautiful work. I love this. But sometimes I just want that extra vibration that helps exfoliate even more than this. And sometimes this can be a little bit more thorough, but then sometimes I like this more for the forehead, like getting near the eyebrows. So I love both. Just letting you know, I love both. Hold on. I had to take a sip of my drink and I didn't want to gross anyone out. Plus I break the video into segments, so it takes less time. Okay. Here's a contraption. I really like it. Does it work? I don't know. I guess. It's the Dermapore. Dermaflash Dermapore. They sent this to me. I had a Zoom on it this week. I used it and I'm like, okay. It turns on. So this little edge can get in there and it can extract like blackheads and it can clean out pores. It's through ionic technology. So that's what this does. Then hear the pulsing. Then the pulsing, you would use this side, and like if you're wearing like a facial mask or if you just put on some nice serums, you can use this, and the ionic vibration helps push the skincare a little bit deeper into the skin. I know this because a lot of top estheticians, celebrity estheticians, they all love these type of devices. They say it really pushes it deeper into the skin. Again, I'm just trusting the experts, but I did use this week over a mask. Oh my gosh, like I should have gone to the red carpet somewhere that day because my skin looked glorious. So I do think it works. Is it expensive? Do you need it? I think it's expensive, and do you need it? Probably not. But if you get blackheads, and you want to save money and not go to a facialist, this could save you a lot of money with blackheads. And then I love that it pushes skincare deep into the skin. Okay, I think that's everything. We did Zip, we did the masks, we did Dermaflash, yep, I think that's everything. You know, back in December, I was talking about the Nira skin laser. They sent it to me. I did a whole video on it. I was really wanting it for my neck. Does it tighten? And what I noticed is in the week that I used it, I started seeing some weird puckering and falling right here. And I'm like, we are done with heat on the face. Done. No more. No mas. So, yeah, you won't be seeing me talk about Nira skin laser here. Now, if you see other people talk about Nira and they really, really love it, it probably works for them. I see 50-50. I see some people who get results and some people who didn't see any results. And then someone like me who in 1 week, I saw this area kind of melt. And I'm like, no, we are not melting any more facial fat on this face. We need every ounce we can get. So I can't recommend Nira, and if you bought it because of me, I'm so sorry. And this is why I don't talk about devices. I don't talk about devices because what if I love it, but someone else puts down their hard-earned money, and then what if it does damage, or what if they just don't see anything? At least I know that we can all trust the science on red light therapy. It does produce collagen. How much? Nobody can say. Nobody can say, but we know it produces collagen. We know with the Zip's not going to hurt you. It's just a microcurrent. It's a gym for the face. As long as you're using it, it lifts and tones. When you stop using it, it doesn't. You won't be lifted and toned, okay? We know that this shaves. I've used it 6-7 years now. We know it works, but so do these. And again, never reuse these. Use it once and throw it out. I never save these cartridges. Anytime I've ever saved a cartridge or tried to take one of these, or like the tinkles and you know, clean it with alcohol and then use it a second time, I always break out. Don't reuse them. throw out the cartridges and use a new one, throw this out, use a new one. So this almost becomes more economical because these little cartridges are cheaper than this. But then of course you have to invest in the device. But if you're gonna have it forever, it breaks down to very little over time. And then I thought this was fun. I mean, if you have blackheads or if you have a teenager with blackheads, this would be amazing for all around the nose and chin where people get blackheads. But every time I use a facial mask, or if I have somewhere special to go, or if I have a really beautiful video I want to shoot, I'm definitely going to infuse this into my skincare because it does penetrate deeper into the skin. There you have it. Another thing I'm doing this whole series on TikTok called Things I Buy on TikTok. Does it work or not? I don't know if any of you have seen this. This is Go Pure. I am so sick of seeing this product all over TikTok and everyone's trying to sell it. And so I bought it. I bought it to kind of prove it doesn't work. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I really don't know. The esthetician who works for Go Pure reached out to me and she's like, oh, Michelle, I left my career as a makeup artist to work for this company. It is so good. The formula is so good. She said, this neck cream though takes time. You're not going to see immediate results. People on TikTok make it look like, you know, you put it on and it immediately like shrink wraps your neck. She's like, it doesn't work that way. This works in time. And she's like, put it on a damp neck. So I always keep a little La Roche-Posay, or you could get an Evian spray or a mister. I always keep water right here. And she's like, don't use too much of this. If you use too much, it's not gonna work as well. She's like, just take a little bit, do it on the neck and massage it in and use it every day. And she's like, you're really gonna start seeing results in 8 weeks. I'm like, okay. So, you know, I was working with One Skin and I used that for a couple months. This is the one for body. It's phenomenal. But I was using One Skin. I still do. I use One Skin every day. But I stopped using One Skin on my neck because I'm really trying to give this a fair shot to let women know if they're throwing their money away on, you know, something that doesn't work. And even their esthetician said, you know what, it works phenomenal on some people and on other people they don't notice the difference. So she's like, please use it daily for 8 weeks before you give a review on it. And I said, I can do that. So that's what I'm doing. Am I noticing a tightening effect? I mean, I don't know, kind of. I think it was $39. So in my opinion, that's like half the price of Strivectin neck. It's less than half the price of the Elemis neck cream I have. Clarins neck cream is double this price. Revive or Revive Skincare, excellent neck cream. It's on my shelf, but it's really expensive. It might be like $185. This is like $39. I think it might really be working, but I'll let you know in time. I'm not an affiliate. I'm not selling it. I'm just testing it for everyone to see if indeed does it work. And that is it. That's all we have for today. So, you know, let us know in comments what your favorite device is and tell us why. Like if you love something, tell us why you love it. But yeah, I really don't talk about devices very much because I'm not always a huge believer, and I think so much of them are just temporary, but I'm really trying to trust the science of these LED masks. And this one at $2,900, I mean, that is a big investment. Like I am in. I'm going to do it, and if it lightens my sunspots over time, I will let you know. But I'm also doing mandelic peels, right? I have another one coming up. So do you see, like, it's so many little things that make success, not just one, right? Anyway, this was fun. I hope that I helped either steer you towards something or away from something to save your coin or to invest wisely in your face. Again, I'm not being sponsored by any of this, but everything was given to me except for my Artemis mask. I bought that myself. And my first Dermaflash, I bought myself on QVC, but they sent me that one. So just wanted to be clear about that. I'm not being sponsored. I do think I'm going to be working with Zip pretty soon here. I think my agency has a nice little fun campaign for me to do with Zip, but I've been using Zip since I moved here, so at least 6 months, and I do like it a lot, and I really love the app. It's brilliant. So Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for 100,000 subscribers. I love you all. God loves you. And I will see you next week. Oh, and next Saturday, it's not for sure, but I think next Saturday, my friend Neil, he was Reba McEntire's hair and makeup person for 11 years, and he does a lot of celebrities here in Nashville. I think he wants to do my makeup for my YouTube next Saturday. So fingers crossed that our schedules work out. Bye for now.